You want to know why people hate you for no apparent reason? I'm going to tell you why. When you are living your life or just existing and people hate you for any reason, when you're dealing with hate or hatred, you're dealing with somebody who's using a defense mechanism that they're using to protect either a flaw or something that they're insecure about. And when they run across you, it's exposed. You are exposing this insecurity that they have in order to protect this insecurity that they have. They will spew hatred or give you hatred or give you any type of derogatory remarks, anything to cover up this insecurity. It's a defense mechanism. It's like almost you are a threat to them. They feel you are a threat because you are exposing some type of insecurity or some type of flaw, and they can see this within you. They can see it. When you are doing your part, when you are succeeding in life, people can see it. And when people see it, it exposes what they are unsuccessful at. People don't like to be exposed. People don't like to share their flaws. People don't like to say they're envious of somebody. People don't want to spill the beans, so to speak. People don't want to spill the beans. People rather give you hate instead of working on the internal. People don't want to dig deep. People don't want to fix things. People don't want to take time to create their best version. It's easy to hate someone. It's easy to criticize. What's not easy for a lot of people is working on the insecurities and these flaws that you are exposing. You are exposing their flaws and insecurities because you are a success in life. Success shines, and you don't have to do anything. It shines. That's why people hate you for no apparent reason, because your success is exposing their flaws. Your success is exposing the insecurities that they're lazy to work on. People rather go outside of themselves and direct the attention away from their flaws, away from their insecurities. People want to direct their attention away from what they're really insecure about, what they might be embarrassed about, what they don't want to talk about, what they're depressed about, what they're sad about, what they're mad about. People want to project on the outside with the hatred, with the criticism. They want to project that on the outside. That way they don't have to work on the inside. That's where you come in, because you are exposing this flaw, this insecurity that they have for whatever it is. Whatever it is. Don't worry about what it is. Remember, when somebody hates you, it's not your problem. And you gotta remember, when they come across you and they hate you for no reason, it's because you are a reminder of this insecurity. You're just a reminder. You're reminding them that there's an insecurity that they haven't worked on. People don't want to be reminded. People don't want anybody to say, you know what, I see your insecurity, work on that. You see, nobody wants to be reminded of this flaw. People don't want to be reminded of this insecurity. People don't want to be reminded of this envy spirit. People don't want to be reminded of this jealous spirit. They want to direct the attention away from that. That's where the hatred is coming from. That's where it's deeply rooted from. This hatred is deeply rooted on the internal. It has nothing to do with what's going on outside of them. The hatred is all derived from the internal. Has nothing to do with the outside. It has nothing to do with the outside because people create what's on the outside of them. You create your world. You create your success. You create your life. People create the life they have. They spew the hatred because it's all coming from the inside. That's where this defense mechanism is coming from. They have to defend what you are exposing by your presence, by your existence, by your success, by anything that they are envious, jealous, or hate you about. You're putting a magnifying glass on that insecurity inside of them. You're putting a magnifying glass on the inside. People don't want you to see that. They don't want you to see how bad they feel. They don't want you to see how depressed they are. They don't want you to see how insecure they are. People don't want that. People don't want that. You see, it's almost like for example, it's almost like if you have let's say you have hemorrhoids. You know, the average people don't want anybody to know they have hemorrhoids. So what do? They walk around and pretend that there's nothing there, and they in superior pain. You gotta work on your issues, man. You gotta understand the people you're hating on have nothing to do with what you haven't fixed. Fix what you gotta fix. Fix what you gotta fix. Work on your insecurities. Work on your flaws. Work on that. Work on that. Because when you give out the hatred, you still are not fixing what's on the internal. Work on the internal. Stop reflecting your insecurities on the outside of yourself. Work on the inside of you. That's why the world is like it is. That's why you see these things going on in the news and all this nonsense. People aren't working on the internal. That's the answer. People have to work on the internal. People are directing and reflecting this insecurity and these flaws on the outside with the hate. You're still gonna have the problem on the inside. And that's not gonna fix anything. So if you come across people who hate you for no apparent reason, don't get mad. Don't get upset. It has nothing to do with you. They don't know you. You haven't said anything to them. So why would you get mad about somebody who's hating on you when it has nothing to do with you? They haven't worked on the inside. You just exposing this insecurity. So why feed into that? Why give it any power? It doesn't deserve your power. You have nothing to do with that. When you are successful in life, you are already secured. There's no need for you to hate because you already are secured. You don't have to project anything outwards. You don't have to go outside of yourself with hatred, with criticism, with envy, with jealousy, because your inside is already worked on. It's already secured like a lock. You see what I'm saying? You already worked on yourself. That's why you are successful. So this is the reason why people hate you for no apparent reason, because people have not worked on the internal, on the inside.